and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I cannot believe that I'm saying that right now. I have wanted to do a YouTube video for the longest time, but my anxiety will not let me do it. My shyness will not let me do it. Procrastination will not let me do it. But we are pushing past all of that in 2020. In 2020, thou shalt not let anxiety stop thee. We're not doing it. But guys, I know what you came for. You're gonna have to bear with me because I do a lot of like hand gestures, movements, all of that stuff. I can't help it. It's just like part of my nature. I'm sorry. So I'm not gonna waste any time doing any long introductions. I'm gonna just give you my name. I'm just gonna get straight into the video. So as you can tell by the name of this channel, my name is Akira Johanna. Akira being my first name, Johanna being my middle name. So feel free to call me Akira. Feel free to call me Johanna. Feel free to call me Akira Johanna. You guys came for what you saw on the title of this video, me quitting my job, leaving London and moving to Jamaica. Why in my right mind would I do that? Why would I quit my job? Why would I leave London? And why would I move to Jamaica? Like, we're gonna get to that now. What I want you to do is come chill with me. So pause this video, grab a glass, a drink, a snack, whatever you want, and come chill and let's get straight into this video, guys. So hey guys, I'm back. I've got my nice non-alcoholic fruit punch here. Hope you guys have got your snack or your drink also. Hopefully a nice glass of wine, because we're going to get right into this story. So why did I leave and move to Jamaica from London? If you see me looking down, guys, it's because I've got some notes here. I don't want to miss anything out. I'm actually going to do this in a few categories, as it wasn't one thing that led to me coming to Jamaica. It's an accumulation of things. Number one being my mental health. I have struggled with my mental health since a child, but I didn't know what it was because, as you know, in the Black community, mental health is not spoken about. I've felt depressed from as young as probably 8 years old, I think. I never spoke out about it because I just felt like if I spoke to an older person or older figure, that they would tell me that I'm a child, or that like I have nothing to be stressed or worried or upset about. So I kept it in, and over the years, now that I'm getting older, now that I've gone on what I would call a spiritual journey into finding myself and connecting with my inner self and my soul, I realized that what I had and what I was suffering from is a multitude of things, such as depression, anxiety, also being an introvert, extremely shy, just an accumulation of things, and that have carried on into my adult life. And London in particularly isn't good for that. It isn't. It's a very busy, fast-paced city, always on the go. You don't have time to really sit down and stop and reflect. You don't have time to really meditate. The weather's crap. It's always like foggy. It's just a miserable, depressing city. And as I was gonna say Black people, but as people in general, especially Black people, we are meant to have vitamin D. Vitamin D we get from the sun, and I'm recently learning that a lack of vitamin D can cause depression. So that is probably why I've also felt depressed for so long, because there's obviously a lack of vitamin D in London, an extreme lack of vitamin D in London. Anxiety. Let's talk about anxiety. I've been diagnosed with agoraphobia. Agoraphobia, to what I believe, is a I had to research this myself because they didn't even actually tell me what was wrong. They just kind of wrote it in my notes, and I had to find out for myself and do my own research. So from what I know, That's London for ya. NHS. But yeah, from what I know, agoraphobia is a fear of crowds, a phobia of crowded places or crowded environments or being around too many people. To what I also know and what I've researched is that social anxiety comes under the umbrella of agoraphobia, which is something I also suffer with. Can you see? Can you see how these things in London just aren't adding up? Like, it's being in London and having these issues, they don't go together. So I'm gonna tell you guys a story. One day I was on my way to my cousin's house, and I live in Tottenham. I think I mentioned that earlier. I live in Tottenham, and my cousin and his wife live in Essex. They were living in Romford at the time, so I had to go through Stratford in order to get there. Now, those of you that are familiar with London or who live in London know that Stratford is an extremely, extremely busy station. And this is the first time that I knew for a fact that something was up. I was in Stratford station, leaving one platform and coming down to my next. Yes, I was on my way there. I was on my way to my cousin's, not on my way back. So I was making my way to the Romford platform. And Stratford station, there's a row of platforms on one side and a row of platforms on the other side, and people were just filtering down from both places, and instantly, like, I felt dizzy, my chest was tight, I couldn't breathe. It literally felt like a heart attack. I was just so overwhelmed with the amount of people. Like, even thinking about it now, it's bringing it back, and I feel teary. Like, I literally feel teary at how it made me feel. I physically could not breathe. I was so overwhelmed, and that is when I realized, Akira, you have to go to the doctors. I went to doctors, and I think they put me for this like over the phone therapy, which personally I don't think done anything for me. I needed somebody to talk to. I would need someone to sit and talk to face to face. This was just a over the phone thing every week. Had to do paperwork, and it was just like, on a scale of 1 to 10 or 1 to 5, how suicidal are you feeling today? On a scale of 1 to 10, what level is your anxiety at today? On a scale of 1 to 10, how many times did you think about taking your life this week? Like, that's making me depressed in itself, honestly. So throw that in the bin. It was trash. It didn't help. NHS, sort it out, please. Sort it out, okay? You're not in the EU anymore. Listen, look at me. I'm being serious. We're outside of the EU. You can't make any excuses. You make your own rules. Sort your NHS out, because a lot of us struggling with our mental health, okay? Thank you. Okay, sorry guys. So I did that. I found out that I have that. So you can see why London ain't the one. And then another thing now is, I'm the kind of person, I'm very free-spirited, so to speak. I like to do things on my own terms, my own way. I don't like rules. I don't like to be constrained. Maybe it's a Gemini in me. Maybe it's the fact that I'm a life path number 1. For those of you who don't know what a life path is, it's a number that is assigned to you based on your birthday. So you add all the numbers of your birthday together, and it kind of tells you what your path or your personality or your traits are like. I can probably like leave a description down below of how to figure out your life path or something. So people that are life path number 1, they don't like rules. They are normally entrepreneurs. They like to do their own thing, and that is me. I am a born leader. I'm not a follower, and that is not what London is set up for. In London, you're meant to just live the rat race life. You're not meant to be your own person. You're meant to be a sheep in London, and that is not me. I'm never going to be a sheep. Do you understand? This it's not gonna happen. That doesn't work for me. I get anxiety when I feel trapped. I get anxiety when I feel like I'm boxed in, or like what I'm trying to do is being shut off. Let me give you an example. So I wanted to start my own business. I've wanted to start my own business for several years, because like I've been mentioning, I don't like working for nobody. I don't like the idea of making someone else rich, giving my time, my energy, being bound by a contract to these companies. I want to be able to get up and go on holiday when I want to go on holiday. Why should I have to tell you, who are you, for me to have to put in a request to say, can I go to Spain next week? Who are you? Who are you? No, that irritates me. Sorry, guys. But that actually annoys me, because I remember I was working at Next. Well, I've had like multiple jobs, why I say Next is because, funny enough, I wanted to come to Jamaica on a few occasions, and every single time I would have to keep going in and putting in these requests for it to get denied, for them to be calling up my phone and telling me, you're meant to be back, but I signed off for 4 weeks though, so why are you calling my phone, stressing me out, telling me that I need to come back? Like, please. Fam, that is not what God gave me life for. That is not what my parents gave me life for me to come and tell you that I want to go on holiday. No. I want to be able to go where I want to go, when I want to go, and do what I want when I want to do it. And that is why I say that I don't like to be held back at all. So what was I saying? I was saying that I want to be an entrepreneur. And they never told us this in school. Again, we're set up to fail. They never told us the importance of a credit score. You told me about algebra, Pythagoras theorem, but why did you not tell me that I need a good credit score in order to get a house, in order to get any form of loan? Why didn't you tell me that? Because now I've left school, I've left university, I'm ready to start a business, I'm ready to try and get a house, but I can't, because my credit score's whack. Because nobody informed me the importance of a credit score. So, as I was saying, now I feel trapped. Now I feel like this 9-to-5 rat race cycle is not working for me. I want to do my own thing, and I can't, because once again, I'm being blocked. I'm not going to get a chance to get on the property ladder, because guess what? My credit shit. Excuse my language. Why is my credit shit? Because the system didn't see it fit to teach us the necessities that we would need in order to live life outside of university and college and school. We never got taught the importance of taxes, but I understand because they don't want that. They don't want you to be an individual. Again, they want you to be a sheep. Another thing, so this is actually turning into a rant. This is not what I wanted it to be, but this is it. This is my truth. This is why I left London. So bear with me, guys. Now, where was I? I've lost my trail of thought. What was I saying? This is the struggles of being a Gemini. Our minds are just so scattered. It's like, just, you know when you have like lots of wires and they're all scrambled? That's what my brain is like. So I've actually forgotten. So give me a sec. Let me just try to remember what I was saying.
1 hour later, 2 hours later, 3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
I remember what I was gonna say before. This is it. I don't think that we as human beings were meant to live this lifestyle where we work from the age of 16 up until we're 70 or 65 years old and then retire. So what you're saying is that you want me to start enjoying life at 70 when my body's done, when my body's tired, when I just want to rest after I've used all my time, my energy. Now I've got back problems, high blood pressure, and now you want me to try and enjoy life? No. That ain't gonna work. That's not gonna work for me. I've been working since I was 16 and I feel like, hold on one sec, 16. Yes, I had to count. My brain don't work that quickly. Sorry. So I've given you 9 years of my life. 9 years. That's enough. That is enough. You're not getting 50, 60 years of me working and living in this cycle of not seeing, being taxed immensely before I even get a chance to see my money. I can't do it. Sorry. That's not life. That is not life. And no offense to the people who have done that. No offense to the generations that come before me who have done that, because my grandmother is one of them. She worked extremely hard, worked and took her time and built her house in Jamaica, and I absolutely commend her. I am grateful for her. She's a trailblazer to me. But for me, for who I am, for how my soul is, I just can't do that. For me, that feels like a prison sentence. And I know for a fact that there are people out there that feel the way that I do. And it's okay if you don't. And I have nothing against anybody that is okay with doing that. I'm just not. I'm not. So moving away from like all of that stress and my mental health and the rat race and hamster wheel lifestyle, I want to talk about another reason why I decided to come to Jamaica of all places, and that is my boyfriend. So up until I came here, I was in a long distance relationship. I have been for like a year and some change now. This year will be 2 years. And I've been in a long distance, I'm gonna call it situationship, because you can hardly call that a relationship. I've been in a long distance situationship before that lasted 2 years and a bit, and that was just toxic. I will talk about that on another video. That was extremely toxic, but that taught me that I don't like this long distance thing. It's stressful, it's tense, it's hard. Some of you are probably thinking like, so why do you keep putting yourself through it? I don't like guys in London. That's my preference. I'm just not attracted to the guys in London. I'm entitled to my preferences, so don't be coming for me in the comments. Don't come for me, because I like what I like, you like what you like, okay? So for that reason, I've never had a boyfriend in London, and I keep ending up in situations where I end up being in long distance. So I made a sacrifice and said, since I don't want to be here anyway, I might as well just move over. He could have come to London. He's not really foreign-minded, as they say out here. He's not one of those people that just want to run off and get a British citizenship and leave me and go marry Sally, like, and have kids with Sally. That's really not the kind of person he is. But I kind of evaluate the situation first. Even if I wasn't with him, I would have moved to Jamaica anyway. Life is too short to be unhappy. You never know when your last day on this planet is. You never know when your last day on earth is. I don't want to wake up every day and be miserable. I don't. I want to be woken up by the sun every morning. I want to be able to go to the beach. I want to eat tropical fruits. I want to meditate. I want to charge my crystals in the sun. I want to charge my crystals in the sun. I want to just be happy. I want to feel free. I want freedom. Mentally, physically, emotionally. What I want to end on is I didn't come out of here with shitloads of money. I didn't come to Jamaica with tons of money. I wasn't saving for years and years and decided to move over here. No. If you want me to do a part 2 where I go in more in detail, give you some tips, advice, I talk about leaving my job, what I did, let me know in the comment section below. And I'll see you in the next video. Cheers to living our best lives in 2020.